Transcript. Elon Musk, the tech mogul recognized globally, wasn't dressed in his typical outfit. Instead, he disguised himself for a social experiment. He wore an old oversized jacket, worn-out jeans, a fake bushy beard and mustache, and a beanie pulled low over his head. His shoes, scuffed and well-used, seemed incongruous for someone of his status. But on this particular day, Elon had a plan. He wasn't aiming to capture headlines or give interviews. He wanted to assess something. He was curious about how people would treat someone who appeared out of place. Brewhaven Coffee Shop lay ahead, a modest yet popular establishment known for its inviting atmosphere and decent brews. The cafe wasn't part of any upscale brand, but served as an ideal location for Elon's test. The aroma of fresh coffee and pastries welcomed him as he stood in front of the glass door. His reflection looked nothing like the tech mogul that people recognized. He felt a sense of anonymity in the disguise as he approached the entrance. The cafe security guard, a burly man named Rick, took one look at him and blocked his way. "Hey, you can't just hang out here," Rick said. Elon, now fully in character, didn't flinch. "I'm here to buy coffee," he replied, pulling out a crumpled wad of cash from his jacket pocket. Rick eyed him warily. "What do you think you're doing here?" "I'm here for a cappuccino," Elon stated firmly, "and I've got the money to pay." Rick looked at him again, still unconvinced. Elon stood his ground, and slowly the security guard stepped aside, muttering something under his breath. Elon walked through the door with a calm demeanor. He sensed a few customers' eyes on him, but it didn't disconcert him. This was precisely what he wanted, an experiment in how society would treat him when he wasn't in his usual persona. And inside the cafe, Elon approached the counter where two young cashiers stood. One was a friendly young man named Ethan, and the other was a woman named Cindy, who didn't seem too thrilled to be there. "Good morning, what can I get for you?" Ethan asked with a warm smile. Before Elon could respond, Cindy rolled her eyes and muttered under her breath, "You've got to be kidding me." Elon looked at her for a moment, but he didn't let the rude comment affect him. "A cappuccino, please," he said. Ethan quickly prepared to ring up the order while Cindy barely looked up, shifting her weight and sighing loudly, clearly unimpressed. Elon noticed the contrast between the two. Ethan was polite, attentive, and seemed genuinely interested in making him feel welcomed, while Cindy acted as if the mere presence of someone who didn't fit in was an inconvenience. Despite Cindy's attitude, Elon responded with kindness. He gave Ethan a friendly nod and waited for his cappuccino. A few minutes later, Ethan returned with a steaming cup, placing it gently in front of Elon. "There you go. Enjoy your drink," Ethan said with a warm smile, clearly not judging Elon for his appearance. Elon took a sip of the coffee as he surveyed the cafe. Cindy continued to grumble behind the counter, making sarcastic remarks to herself. Elon couldn't help but feel a sense of disappointment. He had hoped for a better experience, but it was clear that Ethan was a rare exception in a world where appearances often carried more weight than decency. Elon remained at Brewhaven Coffee Shop for nearly an hour, sitting in the corner by the window and observing the interactions around him as he sipped his cappuccino. He noticed how Ethan managed to balance kindness and professionalism, even with challenging customers, while Cindy exhibited a different demeanor. Each customer she served seemed to receive an extra dose of impatience and judgment. A middle-aged woman approached the counter, trying to ask a question about the menu. Cindy barely glanced at her and snapped for asking too many questions, offering little more than a scowl. The woman walked away clearly upset, while Ethan continued to engage his customers with friendly smiles and lighthearted conversations. Elon continued to observe. He was testing something deeper than just customer service. He was examining the human inclination to judge based on appearance. He had always known people could be quick to stereotype, but witnessing it firsthand was both intriguing and disheartening. When he finished his coffee, he stood up and made his way back to the counter. Ethan was wiping down the counter, while Cindy was busy texting on her phone, ignoring the customers who had started to gather. Elon cleared his throat to get Ethan's attention. Ethan turned, surprised to see him. "Hey," Elon began. Yes, sir?" Ethan responded, still unsure of the situation. "You're a good man, a very kind person," Elon said, giving Ethan a warm smile. Ethan looked startled. Thank you, sir," he said, clearly flustered. Elon then glanced at Cindy, who hadn't bothered to acknowledge him. "You're different, Ethan," Elon said quietly. "You understand what it means to treat everyone with respect, no matter who they are." Ethan smiled shyly, but Cindy rolled her eyes from behind the counter. "What's this all about?" she muttered, still not bothering to look up. Elon turned back to Ethan. "I appreciate your kindness. I'd like to help you. Call this number tomorrow," he said, pulling a sleek business card from his jacket pocket. Ethan's eyes widened in disbelief as he stared at the card in Elon's hand, the name on it reading Elon Musk in bold letters. "Wait, Elon Musk?" Ethan stammered. Elon smiled. "Yes, that's me. I've been watching you for a while. You have a good heart, Ethan, and I think you deserve more than just this job. Call the number." As Ethan processed the information, Cindy stepped forward with a cold expression. "What are you doing?" she snapped. "You're just a barista. Why would he want to help you?" Elon's gaze shifted to her. Cindy, kindness is something rare these days. Maybe you should try it sometime." Ethan's face lit up as he slowly understood what had just happened. Elon had seen him. Not for his appearance or his job, but for the person he truly was. The realization hit him hard. The next day, Ethan nervously dialed the number on the card, his hands shaking as he spoke to someone from Tesla HR. When the receptionist confirmed his appointment for an interview, his disbelief grew even further. He arrived at Tesla's headquarters filled with a mixture of excitement and nerves. He felt out of place looking at the sleek building and the employees in sharp suits. But the interview went well. Ethan spoke passionately about his degree in automotive engineering, his aspirations, and the work he had done at the Café to support his family. 2 days later, Elon called him directly. "Ethan, I have good news. You're hired. Welcome to the team at Tesla." The phone call felt surreal. Ethan couldn't believe it. He had always dreamed of working in the automotive industry, but never imagined it would happen so soon. He told his family first. His mother cried tears of joy, and his father, a retired mechanic, beamed with pride for his son. Ethan's new role at Tesla was everything he had hoped for. He moved his family to a better neighborhood, and with his new salary, they were able to live comfortably for the first time in years. As for Cindy, her story was different. Word of her attitude spread, and she was eventually transferred to another branch far away. Her rude behavior had cost her the respect of both her coworkers and customers. Ethan continued to work hard, never forgetting the lesson Elon Musk had taught him. He always treated everyone with respect, from the janitors to the customers, and whenever he passed by Brewhaven Coffee Shop, he'd remember the day that changed his life. This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more captivating stories. Have a great day.